some sleight of hand tricks.
Well, hello there. Just goggles here. I just want to show you guys. I've been asked again how I attach my real Eaton Fuller shift knob to my TH8A shifter, and it's just going to show you. It's really simple. Now, not everybody has helicoils lying around, but like I fix old cars, so I got helicoil kits, and I'm out there. I've used up everything in my last 3/8 16 kit, and so I can't show you the kit, but I can show you what one comes like. So this is a I've used this one. This is for 1/2 inch, and they're bigger, and I had to fix a whole bunch of 1/2 inch holes. So that's what a kit looks like. You get a drill. You get a device here that threads into this, and so what you do is you drill it, or sorry, that's the tap. It tells you the drill size. You drill out the stripped hole, you tap it, then you use this to screw one of these things. These are really big, into the hole. So what you end up with is, say for example, that was a damaged hole, and I fixed it. Now I've got this helicoiled, and I just screw it in. Now here's the deal. This is a 3/8. The idea of this is for fixing a 3/8 hole, like a 3/8 bolt will screw into this. And the outside OD is whatever Eaton Fuller has, this has. It's not 3/8. So 3/8 bolt will go into this hole. So, and this male thread on here is 9mm, I think, and it's a weird size, so you're not going to be able to screw this into there. But I found that what I've been doing for years now is 3/8 16 helicoil, or I use permacoil because they're less expensive and just as good. So that's screwed onto here, and you can see I could take this. This is an aftermarket piece of crap off of Amazon. It's no good. That's why I got this one here. But anyway, so it screws over that. Now, this thread is not 9mm on the inside. It's 3/8, but it goes over there just fine. And you only have to go so far. You don't need a whole lot of thread, and it works. So what I did to hold it at the right place, you have, let's see if I can get this so you can see it. This looks exactly like the Eaton Fuller one. So if I had this plastic cover off of here, this is what you'd see. See that little hole there? I don't know if you can make it out. Let's see. Well, if you have one of these, you're going to know. Let's see. There's a little hole, my finger there, and that's a tapped and threaded hole for holding this cover in place. Well, what I did is I just drilled the holes in the cover out, and I drilled that hole bigger, and I tapped it out for, I think I used, might be using 832 thread, might be 1032. Anyway, I tapped it out right through both sides and threaded it bigger, and I have set screws now. And they hold the cover on, and they stop the thing turning where I want it. So I'll just put this back on here, just show you how easy this is. I just use DB9 connectors, so I can take this off easily. And if I got a 13-speed shift knob that I want to convert to. Like I did this, put these switches in this one myself. So anyway, we'll screw it back on here. And I'll just set the set screws. So it's getting kind of tight there now, so that's about where I stop. Get it straightened up. I'll plug that in later. Not too worried about that, I don't think. Then we'll just take our screwdriver here. And I just don't want to overdo it. Strip those threads. Now it's locked on and solid. So there's no drama. So the downside to these helicoil kits is they're kind of expensive, but all you need is that. So you don't need to buy the whole kit. So if you look online, you don't need this whole kit. I have them because I need them, but you just need that, and you can buy refills. So you're looking for 3/8 16. So that's a 3/8 16 helicoil or permacoil, and you just need the little replacement ones. That'll thread over your 9mm thread. Once again, it's so close, it goes, but purists are going to say, yeah, but it's the wrong thread size. Well, a helicoil is, you can see it's like a little spring. I don't know if you can tell that, but I'm spreading it apart. That's a winding. That's not a solid piece. That's a wire with the thread profile wound in a coil. And so what it does is it just changes its shape ever so slightly as it winds over the 9mm, and it maintains enough of it that it will thread into the Eaton Fuller shift knob. Now, this goes in here a little easier right now than when this helicoil is on your shift knob, or on your shifter. That's going to just change that profile a little bit, but don't fear, it's going to go on. Now here's a tip. You don't want to force it on if it's not going really smoothly. Like, say for example, the tip of the helicoil here is catching the inside of something and this isn't going in smoothly. If you just keep cranking it, the helicoil is going to go down the threaded bit and get pushed over the shaft, and you'll pretty much have wasted it. You'll have to get it off of there somehow. So just be careful when you're threading the shift knob on that it's actually going in. And if you're finding you're having a problem, you can always come along with a, like use a grinder or something. That I don't think a file will really touch this. It's pretty hard stuff. Might, I don't know. But just ramp that edge off a little bit so that the thread goes over it easily. So anyway, there you go. That's it. That's about all I got. Easy way to get yourself set up without buying expensive adapters and everything. And I don't know what the little replacement pack of these, I keep saying helicoil. That's a brand name from I think the originating, or the predominant company is helicoil. And everybody I know, I don't know anybody who doesn't call them a helicoil, even though the ones I use, like I say, are permacoil. And yeah, so search for, you can just use permacoil or helicoil as your trade name, and then that'll get you in the door. Once again, 3/8 by 16. Just need one of those, put it over there, screw your dealie on, but you're going to need to stop it from rotating. So here's I don't know if it's challenging or not for you. Maybe you could use those little wee screws that go through there. If you, no, they don't, it's not drilled right through. It's not drilled into here, because on the trucks it would have a jam nut. So you would run it up against the jam nut and stop it. In my case, I just drilled through and put a screw right through, and it does the same thing. So there you have it. That's about all I got. Take care. Bye for now.
Sleight of hand tricks.